Good day, everyone. First off, I want to apologize for yesterday, for for the last live. Right at the end, when I was wrapping it up, my normally stable internet went down. So I ran to get my phone to log in so I could at least finish it. So today, as you can see, they told me to get the deck Talking to Heaven from James van Praag. These are mediumship cards because there are some spirits that have crossed over that want to bring a message. And whenever you come across this message, it is the right time for you to receive. And when you feel drawn to these cards, just keep in mind, this might be for you. So when you're feeling sad, you don't know why they left, maybe way too young, or had a great fulfilling life. They just want to bring you a message about what they're doing, just to let you know that they are right and that Europe can be at ease. So the first card that came out, it says, it was my time to go. Sometimes we as humans don't understand why someone gets ripped out of our lives. But they want you to know it was their time, even if it was short. And it can also be a beloved pet. Sometimes, and I come across that out of the blue, a 1-year-old Bernese Mountain dog. 1 minute he was fine. The next 12 hours he or she got so ill that he didn't pull through. Now, some of the people, we all know there are a lot of things going on in the world. Sometimes when a soul lives on earth in a animal body or in human form, they are called away so they can do the work that they were meant to do. That can be on any kind of level. And I know about my last 2 Bernese Mountain dogs. Whenever something is going on, I say, yes, you're right. You're okay to let them know that the way they act, the way they do, is not right for them. And that's not accepted. And I can hear them jump of joy, play around that person or anywhere where it's needed. And sometimes when I've come across a picture of a lost pet, especially a dog, I feel the panic. They don't know what happened. They just got spooked. Maybe because of a car accident or whatever. So, yeah, everyone says you do not connect with an animal or a pet without permission of the owner. But this is my thought about it. Sometimes the animal screams to you for guidance. You've come across that dog that is in panic, and I just give them a short guidance. One of the things is I'm letting them know. First, I tell them, calm down. I know it's difficult, but calm down. They are looking for you. Then I give them a few more pointers. And most times, when they heard what I needed to hear, what was important to them, you sometimes hear, I gotta go, and the connection is gone. But at that time, my spirit animals will be watching over the animal to help them find shelter. I also have told them that whenever they hear people calling their name, it is because they're looking out for you. And most of those animals have found a way home. Now, what if you as a communicator, animal whisperer, come across the dog? That dog screams for help. Just some short guidance is what they seek. And you tell them, sorry, I need to have permission of your human caregivers. Basically, you're failing the animal. And that could be that when someone actually want to connect with them to find out where they are, they might not trust the communication. Because when that need was high, you left them hanging. That said, the first card you see, it's a little bit like a path that stops. That could be footsteps, it could be the steps, the paws of an animal. And they disappear. As we say, they have crossed the rainbow. Now when this is a human and they're taken away too early, then this is a message from them. It was my time to go. I'm going on to the second one. And this can be an animal, your pet, or your loved one, that is in human form, that want to know that when you suddenly you feel maybe someone touching your shoulder like they did in life, or you feel the warm breath, that's your animal. Could be your animal blowing in your neck to let them know, to let you know that they have become one of your guides. So sometimes when people leave, when animals leave, their job on earth was gone, was done. They have achieved all their goals. And to help you further, to become one of your guides, to help you support you in your journey in the human life on earth. They leave so they can be your guide. They can go anywhere. Say if it's your dog and you always wanted the chance to bring your dog to the supermarket because you feel so comfortable, so calm. After they pass, yes, your tears will flow. because you miss giving them hugs, that they argue with you, having conversations. And this could be animal or human, it does not matter. It is for all. Living, breathing, being. They have become your guide. Watch the signs. Watch, say your dog would always carry sticks around. And one day you're walking, and out of the blue, there's a tiny stick or twig right in front of you. Now think back. This, of course, that's just an idea. If it's rock or feathers, or maybe just a ball of fur. And with humans, could be a butterfly, a bird, anything that they were so in love with, all of a sudden appear right in front of you. And there's no wind. So how did it get there? Well, that's your spirit, the spirit letting you know they're watching out over you. And for others, some of the spirits want to, because, when someone goes, you might be questioning, was it painful? Did they have pain? Or whatever. They want you to know, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. What if, could have, would have. Maybe it is, I wish I would have been there to support them in the last moments. But a soul of a person or an animal, they might go with you not around because they know seeing them go, letting go of life could be too painful for you. And yes, what if, could have, would have. It doesn't matter. Just keep in mind, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. And yes, sometimes I do understand why that you think, would have, could have. What if I demanded this person to go to the hospital? But they were gone before you were able to get them to the hospital. Keep in mind, they knew going to the hospital could potentially not have changed the outcome. And yes, sometimes people are so lonely that they leave the earth without others knowing they left. And here you get the other type of guilt. I should have checked on this person more or whatever. Let it go. And I know that's easier said. Because if it was meant to be, you were there before they left the physical plane. You would have been there. If it was not meant to be that they left the physical world, you would have been able to bring them to a place where they can get better, get the treatment, the healing, or whatever. So just keep that in mind. And yes, they say, and it is, when you're in the grief, everything happens for a reason. Keep in mind that soul is telling you, as a spirit, it was my time to go. And they most likely have become one of your guides. If you feel drawn to keep talking as if they're still around, their soul, their spirit, is most likely still around you. Keep talking. Tell them your grief, tell them your pain, or whatever you need to do. Because talking about it takes a lot of pressure away from you. And yes, even though when you think, because of the way they gone through, say it was because of a car accident, and you know they must have had so much pain. But sometimes the pain can be so big, it numbs what is actually going on, and you don't feel that pain. And that's why they say, want you to know, my death was painless, no matter what you think. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. And that was the message. I think this could be for multiple people. It could be that the card, it was my time to go, resonates to you, or any of the others. I have become one of your guides. When you start wondering, are they my guide? Have they become a guide? Just know, when you're locked in on that card, then that is the message they want you to know. And also, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. And it could be 2 out of 3 or all 3 that resonates with you. It's okay. They'll be around when you need them. Literally, one thought away. When you think about them, they'll be right next to you, behind you, giving you a hug. So don't feel spooked when all of a sudden, when you're feeling grief, you're tearing, you miss them. That all of a sudden you feel a warm blanket being wrapped around you. It's them. And that's the message for today, tomorrow, or whenever you come across this message. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this on a replay, or maybe right now, because sometimes the real amount of people that are watching is not given. So whenever you come across, it was meant for you to see. Sending loads of love to anyone that has someone that has crossed over, or a beloved pet that has crossed over. Sending you a big hug and loads of love and strength. And I'll see you next time.